Hey everybody, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Devin. Welcome back to the D3 channel. We are here again with DC Fandome. We are here to watch the Snyder Cut, Justice League Snyder Cut. It is finally being released after years of release the Snyder Cut. Show us the Snyder Cut. Drop that Snyder Cut. You feel me? And I'm with them. I've been waiting for him. I've been hoping that they're going to eventually drop it, because I didn't like the Justice League. I didn't like the way that it was filmed. You can tell it had two different tones. I didn't like, it's a lot of things that I did not like with Justice League. It just didn't feel like it was fully developed. It felt rushed and just thrown in just to try to catch up and kind of match what Marvel was doing, and what Marvel took years to culminate into, you know, Infinity War and Civil War and Endgame and all that. And Justice League just did not have that credibility just yet. And it didn't feel like it was, well, it did feel like it was deserved after just, you know, Man of Steel and Batman v Superman and stuff like that. And then after that, Wonder Woman and Aquaman came out, and it just felt so out of place. And so I'm so happy that they're finally letting Snyder do his vision. From what I heard, it's going to be 4 hours worth, hour each. Going to be four 1 hour episodes, total 4 hours each. I love that. I think that's really smart, because they give Snyder the ability to focus on each hour and making it the best thing possible. And I think they're talking about later on doing a 4 hour cut or whatever, which I mean, I'm definitely going to buy it for sure, because I'm all for creative freedom. I'm an artist. I'm a computer animator, graphic designer, stuff like that, and I'm all for creative freedom and just letting the vision just come true. It's going to be a lot of people that will doubt you and be like, oh, I don't know if this can work and all this stuff like that. But at the end of the day, they don't know your ability. They don't know your vision. They don't know like how well that you can execute this. They're just doing it off their standpoint and kind of their innate ability and their skill of not being able to pull it off. But if you believe in your like ability and you believe in your vision and you can pull it off, at the end of the day, like, it's you. Prove them wrong. And so let's get into this, guys. The official Justice League Snyder Cut trailer. Let's get into it, guys. I'm excited for this. Let's go. Dark side, baby. Let's go.
Now I've heard there was a secret chord that David played, and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do you?
Yo, good dot.
It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah.
Yes, Victor Stone. The black suit. That thing is nice. Oh my god. I love the music choice. For the first time. Boy, she got that come here look.
I did my best. It wasn't much. I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I've told the truth. I didn't come.
I got something about that, like at the end. But it looks good. Steppenwolf looks good.
And even though it all went wrong, I'll stand before Lord of song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah.
Oh, I love them trailers. Use the music as a narrative. This looks like the Speed Force. That's a really dope way of showing the Speed Force. I never liked his run. This, oh my god, you already know that's gonna be like a wallpaper for everybody's laptop.
This guy's probably fought hundreds of thousands of other super beings on the other planets he's destroyed, right? And we have to assume he's won.
I don't care how many demons he's fought and how many hells. He's never fought us. Not us united.
I like it. I'm All right, guys, that was Justice League the Snyder Cut official trailer. We've been asking for this for years and years and years after the abysmal Justice League that dropped in theaters, and just you can tell that that movie was just doomed to fail because it had two directors. Snyder had to leave because of a family tragedy, and then Josh Whedon comes and he has a different vision, and you can just tell like it just didn't work. And this clearly you can tell like this is a whole different Justice League compared to the one that we've seen in theaters. Like the tone is different, and it looks like I'm assuming and predicting that maybe each episode will kind of play in more into the individual characters' storylines. Like we saw a lot more of Victor Stone, and even Zack Snyder said that one of the things that he really wanted to show in this movie was Cyborg's story, and that he was kind of the heart of this story. Because when you really think about it, from what they showed us in Justice League movie, and then kind of want to show us now, he's like just becoming Cyborg. Like he hasn't been Cyborg that long, and so that's a really interesting take on that, a character that's so iconic of Cyborg, because usually when you see Cyborg, he's already kind of somewhat already established. If he's not with Justice League, he's with the Teen Titans. And even in the anime movies, they've done some iterations where Cyborg just becomes Cyborg, and he's kind of thrown into this war or this fight and stuff like that. And so I really like that they're taking that aspect of this person that just he lost his mother. We just seen in the trailer that he lost his father right in front of him. He's this, all damn near 90% like cybernetic of the mother box and stuff like that or whatever. And so it's kind of like, this character, he got so much on his plate, and I'm really interested to see how he deals with all of that and just his character development in that. And that's so interesting to see, because I love like a really like coming of age story when it's done right. And we never really got a good coming of age story for Cyborg. We always get him when he's established and when he's already there, but we never get like when like the first time that he's he is what he is, and just dealing with the loss and just everything that he had to deal with and all that. And I do love that we get more Barry Allen story of him first meeting Iris and stuff like that, and how that is pivotal and stuff. And even seeing him doing the being in the the Speed Force and all that. And that's what it looked like, and it looked really interesting that he'll do the Speed Force. And maybe that's going to hint towards the Flash movie, Flashpoint, that they're making, where they said Ben Affleck is back for Batman, Michael Keaton's Batman. So it looks like he's going to be jumping through different time zones, not time zones or time periods, but different alternate universes through the Speed Force. And we had where his world he has the Ben Affleck Batman, and in a different world he has a Michael Keaton Batman and stuff like that. And maybe we may get a Thomas Wayne Batman and stuff like that or whatever. We don't know. We don't have all the details for Flashpoint, but it looks really interesting that they're gonna go. They're really diving into these characters' story. And I was gonna say with the Aquaman scene, it looks like this is taking place. That scene took place after Aquaman, because if you look at his scene, if you look at the scene, he already has the trident, but then his armor, his chest piece or whatever, the orange iconic chest piece, that's on the ground as well. And so it looks like he already obtained that from the Aquaman movie and stuff, from what I've seen. Because the problem that we always had with Aquaman and Justice League was that it already showed him with the trident and this outfit and stuff like that or whatever, but we never saw how he got it and all that. And Aquaman kind of goes into that, but this looks like this is either going right. This like it feels like it's fitting somewhere in between Aquaman. I don't know how they're gonna place that or whatever, because if he already has the suit, then it means that Aquaman already took place. But if he discarded it, it's almost as if like he hasn't fully accepted the mantle of King of Atlantis just yet, like he did at the end of Aquaman movie. So it's interesting to see like how this all fits in within the DCEU movies that they already made and stuff. But it looks good. It looks great. It looks like a whole totally different movie. 2021 is the year of DC. Like they are coming hard, and I think they really needed this. They really needed to do something and just reinvent themselves. I think it even started with DC Comics, because the way that DC Comics is moving now, they just relieved like a bunch of people from DC Comics, and kind of want to reinvent DC from the comic point all the way to the movies and the game point. And I feel like they truly need that, because I feel like DC is such an iconic title that houses so many iconic superheroes, from the very first superhero to the people that we love and know today, and that they just haven't been getting their just due compared to Marvel. And so it's just like, at the end of the day, I always said that DC, not that they needed to follow Marvel's timeline or their, criteria or whatever, but it's like you can do your own thing. You have so many interesting storylines that Marvel hasn't really played into just yet, that you guys could like. And that's why I love the DC animated films the most or whatever. And I always say that if DC dropped their animated films in theaters at theatrical release, 100% they would go head to head with Marvel, hands down, because like the DC animated films have always been praised, always been loved and liked. Every single new movie they dropped has always been a plus for everybody. And so it's just like y'all have the materials, y'all just don't know what to do with it yet. But it seems like they know what they're doing now, or kind of getting a feel what they're doing now, by just letting the creatives just be creatives. Like I said earlier before, that's the important thing to me, because I'm an artist and I don't like at the end of the day, you gotta abide by company rules and stuff like that or whatever. But at the end of the day, if you ever feel like your vision is completely cast aside and has to be what somebody else does or whatever, then that's a conflict, and your heart really isn't in it, and you're just doing it just to do it. But if you just let creatives just be creatives and just let them create what they want to create, and the vision, of course, with the guidelines of the company and stuff like that, whatever, just fund, what they envision. If you chose them for a reason, because they have a good vision and, they have the credibility. So let that credibility be credibility. So, but yeah, I'm really loving this, guys. I'm excited for DC next year. This is going to be crazy. Marvel has a lot to kind of compete with next year. Like, we haven't gotten anything new when it comes to Marvel, as far as Black Widow, the Marvel television shows, or anything like that. So Marvel's going to have to kind of, gonna have to hit us with a press screen or something like that. Like, y'all gotta hit us with something, because DC look like they coming for your jugular next year for sure. But that's my take on the Justice League Snyder Cut. I'm loving it. I'm excited for it. Let me know what you think. Are you guys excited for it? Y'all ready for this to drop? Comment below. Let me know. Hit that subscribe button. Ring that notification bell, so every single time I drop a reaction like this, you guys will get it. And I appreciate you guys checking out my videos. Yeah. And there's more videos. I'm definitely going to be dropping a video just explaining what's been going on with me and stuff like that since this summer and this whole COVID thing. And so, but yeah, stay safe out there. Stay vigilant. COVID isn't over. Be smart. Be wise. Keep your families and friends and loved ones safe. And I will see you guys later.